Welcome to the Sustainable CT Actions and Impact preview for the beautiful month of May 2024. Brought to you in part by our good friends at the Common Sense Fund. Remember, the Common Sense Fund promotes action both on the environment and in the arts that is practical, creative, and addresses social needs, and we are oh so glad they do. Visit them at commonsensefund.org. No, it's not a holdover April Fool's joke. Sustainable CT has surpassed the $4 million mark in funds directly invested in community-led projects. You heard that right, $4 million. The Community Match Fund leverages sustainable CT funding alongside community investment in the form of individual small dollar donations to local projects. Each project runs a public crowdfunding campaign through Patronicity to engage the community and secure half the funding needed to complete its work. Sustainable CT then matches every dollar raised. To date, we've committed nearly $1.9 million as a match to more than $2.1 million collected from 21,000 individual donations. Read the entire press release at where else? sustainablect.org. Hey, don't forget to register to attend our Spring into Summer celebration for 2024. We're going back to where it began to bid farewell to Lynn. Yes, we are. We'll be at Wickham Park in Manchester on June 11th from 4 to 7 p.m. In addition to celebrating the progress Connecticut communities have made over the year, we'll also be bidding farewell to our retiring executive director and founder, the irreplaceable Lynn Stoddard. We'll provide light fare and good cheer, and beautiful Wickham Park will provide the ambiance, so please do join us on June 11th, 4 to 7 p.m. Our Spring into Summer 2024 event is generously sponsored by Envest Asset Management. You want to respect and preserve our planet and respect, preserve, and grow your assets. That's the mission of Envest Asset Management. Find them at investam.com. And you know, sponsorship opportunities for this event are available. Oh, yes, they are. Call 860-259-4732. Yes, that's my number. Call me for details. In Elements this month, the next Sustainable CT Coffee Hour is all about a favorite topic of ours, organic waste management. Join Sustainable CT and the Connecticut Green Bank's Environmental Infrastructure Team for their take on waste. That's right, here's some examples of municipal efforts to reduce organic waste and compost, learn about the Green Bank's interest in supporting organics recycling solutions, and provide feedback on what resources would best support your municipality in managing waste and organics. Compost never sleeps, so grab some Java and join us, won't you? Remember, you can join Sustainable CT for informal discussions most third Fridays of each month at 10 a.m. We share program updates and resources, explore your questions, and strengthen the network of Sustainable CT champions. Yes, we do. These sessions are always free, and you know that free is good and open to all. For your edification, your enlightenment, and your entertainment too, it's The Impact, a Sustainable CT podcast. Speaking of the Connecticut Green Bank, when we say innovative, positive, and effective, they are the folks we think of. And this month on The Impact, we catch up with the one and only Brian Garcia, long-serving president and CEO of Connecticut Green Bank, a quasi-public agency that leverages taxpayer funds with private capital to offer low-cost, low-term financing for clean energy projects. Hear about the Green Bank's current and future plans to support resilient infrastructure and so much more. This month's episode of The Impact will be available on May 15th at sustainablect.org and wherever you get your podcasts. The Community Match Fund wants to send a kid to Farm and Forest Camp this summer. Heck yeah, we do! Help everyone outside and Fire Ring Farm create a welcoming space for kids to spend time outside learning how to connect with nature and grow healthy food. Your support will provide priceless days of connection to nature for local school-age students for whom this experience would otherwise be inaccessible. Come on, do it for the kids! And don't forget to make the Equity Connection on June 20th, 1 to 2 p.m. Join Sustainable CT Equity Coaches for Equity Connections, regular opportunities to share your questions about equity actions, challenges, successes, or just listen to the conversation and get ideas on how to approach or deepen your equity work. Municipal officials, staff, and sustainability team members are welcome to join the Sustainable CT team for these bi-monthly virtual sharing sessions. That's Thursday, June 20th, 1 to 2 p.m. Don't miss it. You know, Sustainable CT and Actions and Impact, this very newsletter, and me speaking to you right now, it's all made possible in part by the Emily Hall Tremaine Foundation. The Tremaine Foundation seeks and funds innovative projects that advance solutions to basic and enduring problems, and that's a very good thing. Visit them at tremainefoundation.org. Remember, Sustainable CT is independently funded. We don't have a magical unicorn rainbow money tree, no sir, but you can be a Sustainable CT sponsor. Find out how at sustainablect.org. You'll be glad you did. In conveyances this month, the town of Ellington was awarded SoulSmart Silver designation for enacting solar best practices. Well, huzzah, Ellington. Not to be outdone, Sustainable Essex won a competitive grant for energy-efficient outreach. That's right, the sponsors of Energize Connecticut awarded Sustainable Essex with a $9,025 community partnership grant. Oh, huzzah to you too, Essex. And Sustainable Stonington is encouraging businesses to engage with Eversource for no-cost, no-obligation energy audits. Businesses can learn about rebates and incentives to offset the cost of upgrades and installations, no-obligation recommendations on heating, HVAC, and refrigeration, and solutions for modernizing equipment and optimizing production. Nice work, Stonington. The West Hartford Tree Project was a great success this year. It included 1,364 trees and shrubs, distributed to 372 residents, 30 volunteers, 107 donors, 3 corporate partners, and a partridge in a pear tree. No! $7,500 matching grant from Sustainable CT, and that's what we call Made in the Shade. Governor Ned Lamont and the members of Connecticut's congressional delegation announced that the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, that's the EPA to you and me, is awarding the Connecticut Department of Energy and Environmental Protection, oh, that's deep, with a $62.5 million grant under its Solar for All initiative. The competitive grant program is aimed at expanding solar energy investment in low-income and disadvantaged communities. Oh, way to go, Ned! And Connecticut's congressional delegation, too. Right now, each of us is getting older. Well, everyone except me, of course. Well, all right, yes, each and every person on the planet, including me, is getting older. And our good friends at the Connecticut Age Well Collaborative have written a book about it for kids. Growing Older is Beautiful. Well, of course it is. Suggested for ages 5 through 9, a kid's book about ageism is available at Amazon or Barnes & Noble. Check it out. And Project Drawdown's 2023-24 Annual Outcomes and Outlook Report is now available. The report provides a snapshot of accomplishments over the past year and highlights the urgency of taking action to address climate change in the year ahead. Every day brings new technologies, new investments, and new policies to reduce greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, writes Jonathan Foley, Executive Director. I have never been more hopeful that we will get this done. Oh, he is a very hopeful guy. In our chronology section, where time waits for snowman, the Vernon Community Network is hosting a luncheon. They'll bring together community members to collaborate and share insights on May 9th, 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Oasis Room, 3 Elm Street in Vernon. And Sustainable CT's very own Inez Ortiz will be on hand to talk about the Community Match Fund program. Trust me, Inez knows her stuff, so go and give a listen. Sustainable CT, hey, that's us. We're putting on a webinar about the National Flood Insurance Program's Community Rating System. Please join us and Diane Lefkovic from DEEP to learn more about how your municipality can pursue floodplain management strategies through the National Flood Insurance Program's Community Rating System, or CRS. There will be information about the CRS program, available resources, and earning Sustainable CT certification points under Action 5.9. Heck yeah! This webinar is also eligible for Certified Connecticut Municipal Official Professional Development Credit. Wow, that's a mouthful. From the Connecticut Conference of Municipalities, May 9th at 1:30 p.m. EPA Region 1 is holding an Environmental Justice Virtual Resource Fair. They'll showcase the Open Competitive Grants Program for nonprofit organizations, including community change grants and unique Region 1 programs, including the Healthy Communities Grant Program. Catch it online Wednesday, May 8th, 1 to 4. The Green Schools Alliance is inviting applicants for the Student Climate and Conservation Congress. Scholarships are available to high school students, grades 9 to 12, in case you've forgotten, to attend this summer's Student Climate and Conservation Congress, a one-week environmental leadership program run jointly by the Green Schools Alliance and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. Okay, kids, make sure you apply by May 15th. Our good friends at the Community Foundation of Eastern Connecticut are hosting a forum on ending child poverty in Connecticut. Hear from legislators and advocates about the accomplishments of the recent legislative session and how we can address the root causes of child poverty, including income inequality, access to healthcare, safe and affordable homes, and quality education. This is an in-person event, folks, Wednesday, May 15th, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Waterford Public Library, Rope Ferry Road in Waterford. And the Connecticut Green Bank will host a workshop on greenhouse gas reduction funds, an in-person workshop about new financing opportunities unlocked by federal funds to support greenhouse gas reduction. Remember, it's in person, Thursday, May 23rd, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Hey, lunch is provided. Wow. At Hotel Marcel, 500 Sergeant Drive in New Haven. And we have a last word or two about our recent event in honor of Earth Day. That's right, we meet the challenge and build on the work. To recognize and celebrate Earth Day this year, we had a special event to amplify the conversation around sustainable practices and environmental stewardship, offering insights from 3 esteemed leaders in the field. Brenda Mallory, chair of the White House Council on Environmental Quality, Congresswoman Jahana Hayes of Connecticut's 5th District, and Connecticut Senior Senator Richard Blumenthal. Together, they not only provided an inspirational chorus to our efforts to meet the challenge of climate change, but they reminded us of how important your work is and must continue to be. As Chair Mallory put it, we count on being able to build on the work you are doing across Connecticut as you're tackling these issues and being able to deliver a bigger positive impact for people who live in your community. If you missed this remarkable event, please catch it on our YouTube channel because we couldn't have said it better ourselves. And you can read all about it in this month's exciting edition of Actions and Impact, the official Sustainable CT newsletter. Accept no substitutes. Do yourself a favor and subscribe. And you can do that where every single day is Earth Day at sustainableCT.org.